Welcome, guys. We'll see if we get anybody. Hey, what's up, Bianca? Also, before we get started, does the camera, or I'm sorry, not the camera, does the microphone quality sound okay? Ooh, it's almost Monday for me, Flower. Mic is good. Sweet. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let me turn my music down a little bit. What's everyone up to tonight? Less than an hour till Monday for you and me, Cody. You're so right on that, dude. Figured, hey, why not late night hangout sesh, especially for the night owls. Hey, what's up, Jennifer? Hi from the beautiful state of Kentucky. Hey, what's up, Shiva? Yes, Space Godzilla. I love Space Godzilla. Well, I just love Godzilla in general. I'm a Godzilla stan. I said Godvilla van. Haven't had enough caffeine yet. Playing Fear and Hunger again. Is that on? Is that like a console game, or I haven't heard of that one. Sounds sick though. I've been playing through Outlast 2, but like I really enjoy playing it with Meg, but she makes it such an immersive experience when she does it, like plays with me. Like I do the run through and she watches, but sometimes the jump scares, man. She freaks out and it's hilarious. Playing Live Alive. Yo, what's up, Dark? What do I think about Ultra Kill? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what Ultra Kill is, but I can look it up. Let's see. Hmm. Looks like it's a game. I haven't played it yet though. It seems pretty sick. Looks like it's got 10 out of 10 on Steam. I mean, I never go by like what the I don't know, official people rate things as, but oh, it's an indie horror game. Nice. Yeah, I definitely will look into it for sure. Something that I'm really stoked on, I'm not going to lie, is someone found all of the files on Black Ops 2. And long story short, all of the maps that were in Black Ops 3 Call of Duty were supposed to be in Black Ops 2, the remastered zombie maps. And I think that would have just made for a way better playing experience, even though I did enjoy Black Ops 3 quite a bit as well. So I'm trying to get those files so I can run it on my PC. I'm a nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff, dude. So I'm looking forward to that, but always down to find out about new games and stuff that I can check out as well. So I do appreciate that. Oh, it's on PC. Okay, it's a psychological and body horror. Very difficult. Makes sense. I tend to be pretty good with those kinds of games. But yeah, man, definitely sounds intense. Oh, it's all good, Abel. I appreciate you being here, man. We'll do another one for sure. So I hope you have a good night. I know a lot of people are going to bed and stuff. I just figured for the few people who could make it, why not? Hey, what's up, Karen? Bianca, my son wants to create indie games. That's pretty cool. You should definitely do it. Hey, what's up, Dark Rays Symphony? Yes, I recognize you from the Discord. Welcome. How's it going? Chilling with some homemade tomato soup with cream cheese blended in to make it even more creamy. Way to be. Sounds awesome. Would you consider Metroid Fusion a horror game? I actually kind of would consider the Metroid games horror. I haven't played Metroid Fusion, but I would say Metroid in general is pretty horror-esque in my opinion. Oh, that's cool, Shiva. All the way over in India, man. Yeah, so it's already Monday for you. Well, hopefully things are off to a good start. Living the dream, it's a nightmare. We call it the American dream, pretty much every day. Oh man, yeah, no, dude, I'm super stoked on the Call of Duty files. Man, I'm trying to think what else has been going on in life lately, other than just working on new content. Um, Pretty easy day today, man. Just ran some errands, and went over to a friend's house. She baked us a loaf of sourdough bread. So it was an old coworker of mine, and I had never met her husband, so got to meet her husband and hang out with them for a little bit. Super cool. Meg actually joined me this time, but she got to hang out with their puppies, so she was extra happy. But yeah, uh, and then I took a nap. I'm gonna be honest, I was pretty lazy today, but I'm back up and about to grind stuff out and hang out with you guys for a good while. It's nice to have a night owls to chill with tonight, says Star. Oh, hey, what's up, Star? Oh yeah, dude, absolutely, for sure. Sometimes, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm on like a morning regiment, and sometimes I am not. Like I'll get really tired at like 6 or 7, and then I'll nap for a couple hours, and I'm like, damn, dude, I'm up now. So yeah, definitely this one is for sure for the night owls. Hey, what's up, J man? Julian, what's up? Love this channel. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Al Jazeera, who's that behind you? It is it is the duck god. Oh, not gonna lie, where I put the coat rack over here, I had to move some stuff on it because like I came out of our bedroom one night and like I was walking in and I don't know if it was my computer light or what, but like there was just enough illumination behind it for it to look like a person. And I squared up on it, dude. I was like, oh my God. Like I thought someone was in my house. Oh man, it was creepy. But it does kind of look like a person from this view. Thankfully, from the other view, it does not. Um, Little flower. What a nice chill time. I've got a 4-year-old sourdough starter living in my fridge. A 4-year-old sourdough. Oh, God bless. I don't know much about making bread. Um, I know that my friend mentioned that basically a starter would be what, like water and flour or something like that. I don't know. I've never made bread. I guess I've made dough, but it's been a really long time. I haven't made like bread. So I have no idea how that works. Um, Dark rays, real a circadian rhythm gang hours, whomst up. Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, I don't know. What is a circadian rhythm really? Nancy. Oh, hey Nancy, welcome to the live. First live for you. I appreciate you loving my channel. Thank you. Yeah, I try to hang out every so often. I did one last Thursday. And then after I do them, I leave them up for a while and then I make them members only so that way they don't mess up, everyone's algorithm feeds. So I found when I was doing them and leaving them up like long term, it was messing people's feeds up. So yeah, we're here. We're live. We're hanging out. We can expect the new video this week. Yes. So I'm currently working on a new script. So I should hopefully be finished with that sometime later today, if not Tuesday, and then I will crank out the video. Usually from start to finish, if I really stay on top of everything, it's like 48 hours, give or take, for me to actually make the video itself. It's the research and the scripting that takes a really long time. Editing is very meticulous and time consuming, but I'm pretty well used to it and I've gotten pretty good at it as well. So yeah, I will do my best. Hopefully, like I said, by like Wednesday or Thursday would be ideal. So that's my goal, anyways. Holiday for you guys. First of 4-day celebration called Boggy. Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with that, but that sounds awesome, Shiva. Way to be. So hopefully you get to celebrate and have some time off and hang out. Also, I cannot wait for the Hollow's End story tomorrow. I recommend listening to the story, Cody. Huh, Hollow's End. Here, I'll write it down for myself real quick. There we go. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. I only typed it out on my phone this time because running this microphone, I actually have to unplug my keyboard. So the other microphone, so my new power supply came in for my mixer, and it does work. It's all set up. I just didn't have time to set it up today, reset up everything, I should say. But I will be doing that for the next video, so that way we're good, even better quality. Oh, let's see. Dark. I got to start packing tomorrow to go back to Texas from Massachusetts. Well, I definitely hope that you have a safe trip for sure, Julian. Yeah, make things haunted faster so we can get more content of you reporting on it. I would be cool with that, except definitely not my house. I don't want a haunted house. Okay, I already grew up in two, bro. I'm good. Grew up in two and have been in many. So anywhere else but here. Hmm. That's interesting, Nancy. Yeah, growing fungus is a very different process as well. Because fungi is just so different than like plants and stuff. I do suppose yeast would probably be considered a fungus. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff's classified, but it's interesting nonetheless. Yeah, for sure. Be careful, Dark. For sure. Especially with just how weather's been and everything else. I know that, um, as far as I know, the cold front and stuff that came in stretched from like the Midwest, like pretty far out east. So definitely be careful when you're out there. Hey, I appreciate you, Zika Vu. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. J Man, awesome. Yep, for sure, dude. Yeah, that's the goal. Like I said, making the longer episodes, the big majority of the actual time consumption is the actual research and scripting and just trying to get stuff where I want it without rushing it too hard, or without burning out as well. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to I don't know, trying to stay on top of it, doing my best anyways. Um, hey, good afternoon, Shelly. Thank you, Star. I appreciate that. Dark. I'm stopping outside of Nashville to stay the weekend with my son and daughter-in-law, then finish my trip next Monday, or daughter-in-love. I'm assuming daughter-in-law as well. Then finish my trip next Monday. Way to be. I've been to Nashville a couple times actually. The traffic is insane, but there are some pretty cool places to visit while you're there. So I just hope you have a great time all around. Shiva, it's dedicated to the worship of the sun god. It's called Sankranti. Kranti. Total of 4 days. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there, but that's really interesting. I didn't know that. Story will be on at 3 p.m. Central. Ah, okay, for tomorrow. Got you. That duck, the duck poster's kind of scary looking. It is kind of goofy looking, in my opinion, but yeah, I guess for the uninitiated, it might be a little spooky. Oh, God bless. Texas, good. Hey, what's up, Neve? Black Hat Man, anyone sees him too outside of sleep paralysis. I'm very lucky. I've never seen anything during sleep paralysis. I used to get sleep paralysis way back when. I'm fortunate I haven't had an episode in a very long time, but I have read about and researched multiple cases that involve dealing with entities and sleep paralysis and the Black Hat Man, or just the Hat Man usually is what he's called. And I know the latest one, I believe, would be the Bill Vale story that I did. He actually had interactions with the Hat Man, and they're pretty scary, along with a lot of other terrifying stuff. So I would definitely check that out if you haven't already. Uncle Sham, monotubs work pretty good for growing mushrooms. Right on. I don't know if I've heard of monotubs, but that's cool. Deidre, hello everyone from mine to you, from me and mine to you and yours. Gotcha. Sorry, I almost misread that. From Flint, Michigan. Nice, dude. Well, I appreciate you stopping in. I remember hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not trying to just be negative here, but I heard, Flint's water was like that was a whole massive scandal. Did they ever end up getting that fixed for you guys? I see a shadow man, no hat though, says Star. Well, I'm glad that you don't see the hat man. I mean, seeing anything period is a very creepy experience, but yeah. Shiva, I would like to grow magic mushrooms. Are they hard to cultivate? Uh I have no idea. But I mean, hey, more power to you, bro. Phobicon, hey, late night hangout. What's up, brother? How you doing? That is actually my cousin Brett, and he's got some content rolling. You guys should definitely check out his first video if you haven't already. Great dude. Princess, hey, sorry to fall behind on viewing. That's okay. Hey man, life happens. I totally understand. Not a problem at all. I appreciate you saying anything and watching at all. I truly appreciate it. Little flower, I have sleep paralysis from being narcoleptic. Unfortunately, I only see shadow men when I'm driving or out walking. Good lord. Are you allowed to drive as a narcoleptic? I feel like that would be, or maybe you mean like riding in the passenger seat. I could very well be wrong, but man, seeing that at all out and about would be terrifying for sure. Dark, I'll be good. Gonna take my time, stop at a Hilton somewhere Thursday and finish the drive to Nashville Friday. Way to be. Yeah, the last time I was in Nashville, I had to my uncle actually passed away, or he was about to pass away. Like I got that call and I kind of had to cut the trip short. It was basically like Meg's side of the family meeting their family friends, and I was meeting their family friends for the first time, and we were all staying together at Airbnb. And I drove like however long it was back to where I live. I think it was at least like 13, 14 hours. It was a pretty long drive, but ended up being all right all around. He did pass away, but I don't know. It felt right to come back up and try and support my family as best I could. And they all understood, they totally got it. Um Spoke to you too. What did it say, Star, if you don't mind me asking? Sorry guys, chat's going a little wonky as per usual, so bear with me. I bet the duck poster kicks ass on mushrooms. Oh my god. That would be hilarious. The sixth child, I'll pay for a haircut, brother. So I was only growing it out for a couple months to well, A, to save money, but B, I was traveling a lot. So I just didn't I usually go to like a specific person so they don't butcher my hair. And yeah, long story short, I actually should later today, as in Monday, be making an appointment to get it cut again. So I was like debating, like, do I grow it out super long again? Because I've had it really long in the past, or do I cut it down? And I don't know. I'm definitely like, nah, dude, I need to cut it down because it's just easier to take care of. Plus, my hair will grow super duper fast and long anytime. So I'm like, if I ever feel the need again, I can always just grow it back out. But hey, if you want to be generous, bro, I wouldn't say no. Dragon is that a burger pillow on the couch? It totally is a burger pillow. I have a burger, a donut, and a hot dog, and I consider them to be Luna's pillows. I bought them when I worked at a when I worked at a gas station. Like, man, that's been a long time ago now, like 11, 12 years ago. So yeah, we had them as like a random thing. So I was like, whatever. I think I got them for like $5 a piece or something. I was like, I'm down. I thought it was funny for some reason, and I've just had them that entire time. Oh, that's good, Dark. I'm glad to hear that. Hostility word up. Oh, awesome, Sheev. I'm glad that I pronounced everything properly. Julian, real man stuff is so meticulous in research, man. Big time kudos, and I learn a lot from your vids. You can tell you're about your business. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. I certainly try to be. I try to be entertaining, but I also try to kind of give my thoughts. But I try to also, pardon me, leave things a little ambiguous so that you can kind of draw your own conclusions. And I always urge anyone and everyone to go look into stuff themselves for sure. Nothing will teach you more about the paranormal field and just high strangeness in general than going out in the field. I will tell you that, but I would also recommend just being very cautious and careful when you dive headfirst in like that. Princess, my cousin had SP. Hmm. What do you mean by SP? Hostility. Any new Bigfoot or things similar? Um, Not that I'm aware of. I don't keep track super hard of Bigfoot incidences. Ironically, where I got engaged, Estes Park, Colorado. So near there or in Estes, I can't remember exactly which one it is, but they actually have the biggest um, Bigfoot like expo nationwide there. So I will say that the Rockies, I mean, if Bigfoot exists, right, like a bipedal humanoid exists, then I would say the Rockies for sure, and absolutely the Appalachians. It would have so many places to hide in Appalachia, dude. Like and live. I mean, there's caves, there's abundant resources, as far as like game and fresh water and just all, I mean, anything they could need, you know what I mean? And to go undetected as well, because not a lot of people are going real far back in those caves, man. So I'm fortunate I haven't ran into one yet, but it's funny because I used to really be into Bigfoot, especially when I was younger, because a cousin of mine, a much older cousin. He's like a second or third cousin. I can't remember exactly, but he had a Bigfoot experience in Nebraska. And he told me this story as a kid, and it terrified the shit out of me. So ever since then, I was like, "Oh my god, that's so scary." Just the way he described it, which I'll have to tell that story sometime. It's a pretty good one from what I can remember, anyways. Or see if he would ever be willing to go into it. But yeah, no, like I said, haven't really kept track, but um, I was in the Trail of Tears not super long ago, a few months ago now. And I do know right around the time that we went out there, there was some Bigfoot activity that was reported like the day before. And we always do like whooping calls, and there's a few other things we do when we're out there. I mean, why not, right? We've heard some weird stuff, but I haven't seen anything out there personally. I know a lot of people have, though. Sus. How do you feel about mimics that pretend to be someone in your family? That's a terrifying prospect. Um, what do I think about it? I think that would be terrifying. As far as if I have one in my family, I absolutely do not. As far as I know, again, I might not know if it was a really good mimic. But real quick, I think we just got a super chat. The sixth child, I got you, brother. Nothing but love. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I wasn't being serious at all, just so you know, but I really appreciate that, bro. It will go towards a good cause. We will get this cut off. But I do appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yeah, on the topic of mimics, it is a scary one, a scary topic in general to dive into, I would say, as far as just the concept as a whole. But I don't know. I guess when I think of mimics, I don't usually think of mimic. I usually think of shapeshifter, but I mean it's kind of one and the same in a sense. And yeah, no, I'll have to look into it for sure a little bit more. Maybe I'll do a video on it sometime. Oh, one thing that reminds me that's kind of a crossover between, well, in a sense, like a mimic and the Trail of Tears. So they had reports of what people would call glimmermen. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. I've been planning a video on it for quite some time because it's pretty terrifying. It's actually basically what the active camouflage was based on, like Predator. My bad, Predators, like the movie Predator, like 1980, 80s Predator and onward. What the active camouflage on that monster was based off of, that basically people are seeing these translucent type beings that essentially watch them or hunt them. And it's pretty terrifying. Yeah, it's called the Glimmermen, and definitely something I'll have to look into more. So, yes, Al, that is a burger on the couch. It is a pillow. It is for my dog. Oh, hey, welcome, Carlos. Sorry if I miss a couple chats here, guys. Hey, what's up, Frank? Hello from Kentucky. Man, I'm jealous. I love Kentucky. Such a beautiful state. Little Flower, no, it's okay. Casual ghost sightings. My sleep paralysis is only auditory, most similar to a swarm of wasps in my head. Oh my god, that still sounds terrible, but that's very interesting. Wow, I didn't realize that it could be like auditory as well as visual, but that's interesting. Bulging battery to train an AI to identify enemies of the state using facial recognition data. Well, that's not Orwellian and terrifying at all. Neve, I was just wondering if so, many see the Hat Man. What do you guys think? And maybe alien looking for bloodline. Oh, maybe an alien looking for bloodlines. I just hypothesized that. Mind fart. If I were to guess, and this is just, my personal theory, is that it is more than likely some kind of interdimensional being. I do very much believe in other dimensions, and I do very much believe there are other things that live in other dimensions. And it could very well be something from another dimension, If it was an alien, I mean, who's to say aliens aren't interdimensional as well as intergalactical, you know? It's hard telling with this stuff, man. That's why I love it. My dad's house had a mimic, and those entities are no joke. I believe that. I have very much heard of entities mimicking. There are a few cases I know of them physically mimicking like family members or just like people in general, like during hauntings or what have you. But they're also oftentimes they replicate voices, and that's always freaked me out too. You know what I mean? And I have a few cases on my list of hauntings that I definitely will dive into that involve that. Don't drink the water. Oh, the sixth child. Yeah, with Flint. My bad. I forgot we talked about that a little bit earlier. Flint still doesn't have clean water. Bro, that's a fucking disgrace. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I think a lot of those towns and cities in Detroit are just real corrupt, and I'm sorry for anyone who lives there. That's absurd. Well, man, that's nuts. Sorry to hear that. Deidre again. Dragon dog. Yes. She might actually. Yep, she's laying on the couch behind me. You can't really see her because like when she lays all the way down, like she's hidden anyways. But yeah, hopefully she'll pop out again. I don't know. We'll see. Deidre says, "Oh, you saw a Wendigo in Connecticut in 2019, Princess Marlena. That sounds terrifying. Um, if you want to share that experience in the chat, we can definitely dive into that for sure. But that sounds insane. Yeah, no, I would be terrified if I saw something like that. Deidre, why do you think so many people see the same entities while having sleep paralysis? Oh, and only about 10% of it is fixed. God, that's so crazy. Back to the sleep paralysis entities, though. That is a very interesting point. I would say that if people are enduring sleep paralysis, perhaps they visit a particular dimension or part of our world that allows these entities access in order to um interact with us essentially. Again, not an expert, just my opinion, but it would make sense why people report a lot of the same things in my opinion. All right on, Brett. That's what's up. I'm glad that the editing is going good. Way to be. Sus, my wife keeps seeing an entity that looks identical to me. Somewhat concerns me. Well, yeah, that's terrifying for sure. Um, I would absolutely get your house blessed if it is in your house. 1000%. Whatever your faith is, get your house blessed. Oh, this must have been when Luna popped out earlier. So you guys probably saw her come up. Yeah, narcoleptic driving is spicy driving, bro, for sure. For sure. And again, if I miss some of your comments here, guys, I apologize. I'm just kind of trying to stay somewhat relevant on the chat. Shiva, interestingly enough, there is a psych condition called Capgras syndrome where the patient thinks their family or friend has been replaced. That is terrifying. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say that that phenomena is complete fiction, right? Even just truly believing that would be terrifying for the person experiencing that. So that, my goodness, that's crazy. The human mind is a beautiful thing, but it's like a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? When it's not working right, man, the things people experience are ridiculous. Dragon, I used to see shadow children, little boy and girl who would giggle and run through my house and then disappear in the bathroom. That's wow, that's creepy for sure. But at least it's like pretty positive, you know? Like at least they're having a nice time, right? They're laughing. As long as it wasn't like a creepy, menacing laugh, you know? Plus, I have a placard for that. Ah, I got you. Right on. Frank, dude, I had a ghost time slip story. A ghost shot at a friend and I. It had smoke like little black powder, only 2 shots, and then disappeared in a field 15 feet away. Were you by chance near any sort of a battleground? Was it maybe like a civil war battle battlefield or something like that, or perhaps maybe Revolutionary War or any one of the various wars? I do suppose that we've had um, black powder guns used. It's definitely interesting, though. I'm sure that was a wild experience. Sixth child, I understand. Don't mean to be disrespectful. Yeah, I can't talk. Sorry, disrespectful. I have an AFO. I will, brother. How much is your normal cut? Oh, that was from earlier. I'm so sorry, man. Again, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. I honest to God, I'm gonna put that towards the haircut. Oh my God, dude, this chat is crazy right now. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward it so that way I can just stay on top of it. So sorry, guys. But yeah, the I'm seeing the Glimmermen as I'm going through, but yeah, the Glimmermen are terrifying, bro. Yeah, Michigan is corrupt, Illinois is worse. I can imagine. And yeah, it's probably not Detroit, it's probably everywhere. An acceptable amount of lead in tap. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't drink tap water. You can see Luna's reflection off the TV. Oh yeah, I guess you can. Nice. Oh, thank you, Six Child. I appreciate the chats. Are they super stickers or super chats? It doesn't actually tell me. But either way, thank you so much. I will actually use that for my haircut. So thank you. Dark, what are you on about in Ukraine? Oh, I'm not talking about Ukraine or anything, nothing political. Carlos, Cody, I had sleep paralysis that literally mimicked my friend's voice laughing at me until I was about to wake up and no one was in the living room. Everyone was sleeping. That's, yeah, that's creepy. Almost knocked over my drink there. That's terrifying to me. Good Lord. I've had sleep paralysis a few times. There was one time, I mentioned it actually, I believe, in my growing up in two haunted houses video where I combined both of my stories and I added a little bit more from what I could remember. This actually, so I believe I was 15 or 16. I can't remember specifically, but it was around that age. And we had a really big hailstorm. We had to get our roof replaced. And we got our roof replaced. And mind you, this was in a 110-year-old house at that point. I show some pictures actually in the video of the house later on, which is funny because they haven't done much to it since I've left. But anyways, long story short, way back when, so this would have been 2009 or 2010 ish, 15 or 16. We got the roof replaced, and I remember I was sleeping upstairs, and I'd fallen asleep to like I don't know if any of you guys remember the Boomerang Network where they show like old cartoons. So I fell asleep to that and I woke up like not able to breathe. and I was freaking out, obviously, as you do, as one does. And I heard a chorus of whispers in my ears. Like it was literally like it like surrounded me like this. And it scared me so bad that I did not sleep upstairs for a couple weeks. We used to have two couches down like in our main living room area. And that's I slept on the couches for a couple weeks until my dad was like, nah, bro, you need to go sleep in your bed. So and that was when you know what I mean? Like 15, 16 it's young, but it's not like little. So it just, yeah, it was creepy. I've had a few like that, but that was the only one, in my opinion, that I heard like whispers and that sort of a thing. But yeah. Ba, ba, ba. Sorry, again, I'm not trying to miss anybody's stuff here. Someone told Art Bell, don't go towards the light when you die. It's a truck. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny, actually. I love Art Bell. Miss him for sure. I discovered him right around the time he passed away. Like I knew of him, but I really like delved into his content around that time. And man, that was rough. Dragon, in response to when you catch up to this comment, the giggling children were not good. Nothing paranormal on that land was. That's a fair point. If it was more like ominous, then yeah, I would be creeped out for sure. Dark. God killed people in the Bible by the millions, not Lucifer. That's facts. I mean yeah, that's true. Definitely true. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things I don't personally ascribe to, and I don't necessarily have to get all the way into that, but I think there's little tidbits of truth in a lot of things that various religions follow, but I'm not sold on any one personally. I would consider myself more or less like a religious theist. Like I do believe in God. I just don't think anyone truly has it all right. Sixth is going ham. I'm here for it. Sixth was going ham. Oh, yeah. Sixth. Yeah. My bad. There's so many names right now, guys. I apologize. But you're right. You're so right. I'm here for it as well. um, Illinois is properly called Hellions. Sorry, what? I must be missing some context. Yeah, throwback boomerang. Yeah, I don't know if they have boomerang anymore. Hey, what's up, mercenary? Frank, the first shot was loudest and the second was not as loud. All black. Nothing shot at us. Then it was gone. Weird. Yeah, I can imagine. I did you guys like hear the actual? I mean, obviously no bullet came and hit you, but if you saw the figure and heard it, I'm assuming you heard it and then it disappeared. Oh, pretty interesting, man, for sure. Carlos, I thought my friends were fucking with me, ruffling my sheets, breaking the wind and laughing. I woke up after that. Felt a while not being able to wake up only to find that no one was messing with me. God, that's terrifying. I have to laugh at it a little bit because just like I'm putting myself in your shoes and especially like way back when and like, man, yeah, that is too creepy. Yeah, Star, I love old Art Bell, man. I go back and listen to his shows from the 90s too. Oh, there's so much gold in there, dude. There's so much awesome stuff in there. Princess Marlena, Boomerang Network was awesome. It was, dude. It was. And I'm not even that huge of a fan of like a lot of the, I guess what you would consider like classic cartoons from way back when, but I mean, there's some that I really enjoyed. Shiva, the only paranormal experience I've had was when we went to our ancestral home when I was in the 8th grade, nearly 100 years old. Oh my gosh. Woke up around 3 a.m. to pee. Felt like someone was watching me. Oh my gosh. Well, that's intense for sure. Good Lord. Yeah, 3 a.m. too, man. That's definitely a time. Bewitching or otherwise. That is very creepy. Sorry. Al, I heard a little boy's giggle on a ghost tour at the Washoe Club in Virginia City. I haven't heard of the Washoe Club in Virginia City, but that definitely sounds spooky. SR in it, I was in my house. Then I see rugs dropping from the sky. I think they had bodies stuffed in them. I'm sorry. I was about to call the police when strange men with red eyes dropped down as well and approached my house, knowing I saw them. That's That sounds like a wild either dream or hallucination. Good lord. Yeah, I would be pretty shook up after that. I'm not gonna lie. Little Flower, Chad is someone who has always lucid dreamed. Oh, pardon me. I thought it was how everyone was until I was 14. How often do you lucid dream and what is it like to not? Um, that's very interesting. So I really enjoy lucid dreams when they're good dreams. Um, lucid nightmares are a little, in my opinion, a little different. Um, but I've definitely had a few that are fairly memorable. This is gonna sound kind of weird, but I figured out how to figure out how you're in a lucid dream, or at least for me personally, is you try to mess with the lights. The lights won't change. Like the environment itself won't change. Like the lights won't flicker on and off unless they're already doing that, like in your dream. I've found anyways. Maybe it's different for other people. But for example, if you are having a nightmare and you are lucid, for me, I've been able to bring myself out by hitting my head against things. Like I know it sounds weird, but there was one time I was having a lucid nightmare and I was trapped in a pool and there was like 1,000 hands like pulling me down and it was super scary. And I remember I was like holding on to the ladder and I was just like beating my head because I knew I was in a dream and I'm like, let's wake up now. And it did eventually work. But yeah, no, I love lucid dreams when again they're not nightmares. Stop yawning. Good lord. Let me take another sip of this. Like I shouldn't even be tired at all. It do happen though. But yeah, my favorite lucid dreams are the ones where I can fly. Love those. Those are the best. um, yeah, you guys will have to mention some of your lucid dreams in here. Sorry, again, I'm making sure I am caught up here. Bro, low key, you sound like the Toonami dude on the low end. Well, thanks, man. I loved Toonami. Loved it so much. I would love to do something like that, but I just don't think with today's day and age there's going to be as like culturally significant of a show. But if I was ever given the opportunity to do any sort of voice acting like that, dude, I totally would. That would be sick. Uncle Sham Art was murdered. He would have never have taken too many of his painkillers. I thought he passed away from cancer. I'm pretty sure he had lung cancer and he passed away that way, but I could very well be wrong. But yeah, man, Art was a real one. For real though. Dark Rays, of course I'm not a good baseline for any statistic, but before that I only suffered from nightmares. Bar one dream I had as a child, I only ever had nightmares. Good lord, man. Yeah, I'm glad that you're having some enjoyable dreams now because that is intense. In Chicago, everything is upside down. Yeah, I can imagine. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever been to Chicago. I've been to a lot of other places near there, but not in Chicago. Mercenary 90s cartoons are a mixed bag depending on which part of the decade you're seeing at the moment in time. That's very well true. I guess when I think of Boomerang, I think of like Tom and Jerry and the Smurfs and like old Looney Tunes and stuff like that. I like those every once in a while. But yeah, growing up in the 90s or being born in the 90s rather, partially growing up in the 90s and into like what I would consider like a bit of a golden era in the early 2000s, like early to mid 2000s, for cartoons and video games and stuff like that. I really enjoyed a lot of Cartoon Network shows. So to think again that it's no more is so sad. But yeah, dude, like Toonami introduced me to a ton of stuff like Dragon Ball Z, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, loved all that stuff. And then obviously after that, Adult Swim introduced me to a ton of other stuff that I still love to this day. I mean, like Inuyasha, Trigun, uh, Foolie Cooley. I know for a time they had like Family Guy, American Dad. So yeah, I very much grew up on that. But as far as like Toonami or like things before Toonami, different shows that would come on before Toonami, Justice League was incredible. Back in the day, the Batman animated series and then Batman Beyond, those are two of my favorites as well. I'm sure there's a lot that I'm missing. Dexter's Laboratory, like all the classics, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely missing a few, but I loved all those, dude. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Actually, for my birthday, yeah, it was for my birthday. My dad got me the whole series of Courage the Cowardly Dog, which I've yet to finish, but I need to. Wonderful show. Also, probably contributes to why I'm kind of weird, as I grew up loving and watching that show. I've called Art Bell a couple times, 3 times back in the 90s. That's awesome, Mark. Do you have the episodes? That would be sick, not gonna lie. Assuming you got through. If not, I mean, hey, bro, at least you tried, but that's cool. I gotta go, man. Sorry. That's okay, Princess Marlena. No problem. I hope you have a great night. Oh, damn it, dude. I see. I tried to scroll down and then it like shoots all the way down to the bottom. So again, I apologize if I miss any of your guys' comments. Looks like we're talking about lucid dreams. Frank shot. It was scary. I kept looking back, and that's how I saw him disappear. Oh, dude. Yeah, I bet that was. Yeah, that had to have been pretty scary for sure. Neve, yes. Gonna fall asleep to Art Bell. I love his shows. Rest in peace. That and Hearts of Soas? Soas? Sorry, not sure if I'm saying that right. Used to listen every week in middle school and high school. Now, thanks to you two keeping art alive. Oh, dude, for sure. Oh, my bad, Frank. I missed the previous comment here. Dude, something did hit me at that same time the second shot went off and it immediately disappeared. I've always wondered what would happen if I had an X-ray in my back. I was running after the first. Well, bro, if you ever get an X-ray in your back, definitely keep an eye out if there, you know what I mean, if there was something in there. I'm assuming you like didn't get like shot in like the physical like meta plane types, you know, like someone shot you with a gun like right here right now, but um you never know, dude. It might show up on an X-ray. That would be creepy for sure. Oh, no kidding, Leroy. I did the same thing. I hit myself in my dream or my head against something and it pulls me out. Yeah, I don't know. I just figured that out when I was either in middle school or when I was a teenager when I really started having some lucid dreams. And it worked. It worked every time. Little Flower, I've actively practiced the craft for about a decade, and 12 to 3 is the time you either really want to sleep or be up with some candles. That's pretty valid. Also, really good movie. I like The Craft. That's a great movie. In my lucid dreams, I always see if I can fly. Yeah, me too, Dragon. Me too. That's awesome. Bro, I was about to say how cool flying lucid dreams are. Hell yeah. No, dude, they are. They're the best. M. Kelly, I remember when I had a lucid dream when I was in junior high school. It was so vivid. I remember running outside and then jumping to fly. I felt the asphalt of the street because I was shoeless in the wind. Dude, sometimes that's awesome, by the way, but sometimes they are so like detail oriented. You know what I mean? Like there are some dreams that you're just like, did I just like go to another reality and experience something? So crazy. Um, Dark Rays, since Cody asked, my first lucid dream was on a trip. I went to sleep and dreamt I was back in the 6th grade and I ended up beating the crap out of my old bully instead of suffering his bullying. Well, I feel like that's kind of cathartic though, in a way. I mean, it sounds like a good one, if anything. Oh, Luna alert with her little tail. God bless. Uh Mark, lucid dreams a pain in the ass. Sometimes, yeah, for sure. Shiva, I had a lucid dream where everyone was a vampire and everyone was trying to turn me, like even my family. I woke up in sweats. Oh God. Neve, no ROD on meds. ROD. It was oxy and muscle relaxers. Yeah, he was not. Yeah, there's nah, man. That's crazy. Someone had to have taken him out. So that makes no sense, especially with like kids. One of them that was quite a bit. Asia was pretty young, or not like super young at that time, but like younger. That's wild. I thought he had lung cancer. I could very well be wrong, but let me just look just for my own sanity. What? That's so crazy. I don't know where I heard that he had cancer. Damn, dude, there's no way. And he would have had to have taken so much. Yeah, I call bullshit on that one. Chicago is the upside down and the pizza sucks. Damn. Damn, Dark. That's brutal. I mean, let's see. Chicago and having never been there, Chicago for sure has what? The Bean, and they've had some pretty good metal bands come out of there. Like I know Oceano's a pretty well, they're breaking up now, but they're a pretty big deathcore band that came out of there. I was a big fan for a long time. That's about it though, other than from what I hear, crime and big buildings, which no thanks, and traffic. I'm good on all that. Yeah, I mean, deep dish pizza, right, is a banger, but if the pizza sucks, then I mean, rip. Oh, talking about Batman Beyond. Oh, snap. Okay, we're almost there. Dark Ray's second, I'm assuming lucid dream, was in some kind of horror setting, was standing behind a woman in a chair, and then I realized I was dreaming and leapt into the air and shattered the ground with a ukulele. Again, shift from nightmare to dream. Pardon me, that actually sounds sick. Mark Art Bell accidentally OD'd on meds, and what was odd is he died on Friday the 13th. Yeah, pardon me again. That is, yeah, something is very sus about that. I'm gonna have to look into that some more, but that is a just devastating because Art was a legend, but it makes zero sense that he would have OD'd. That's crazy. He was such like a clean cut guy, you know what I mean? I don't see it. Like everyone's in pain and stuff, and everyone has personal struggles, but I would never guessed he died of a drug overdose. Makes no sense. PS1 Crash Bandicoot. Hey, what's up, Kaz? Man, haven't played PS1 Crash Bandicoot in a long time. Shiva, Scooby Doo kind of kickstarted my interest in horror and Courage the Cowardly Dog. For sure, dude. Me too. Me too. Well, I take that back. I mean, yes, but like it was also influenced for me by like Unsolved Mysteries and X Files and stuff like that. Hey, Batman Beyond shout out on Mystery Archives before GTA 6. Let's go. Thanks, Julian, for sure, man. I appreciate that. Little Flower Vagabond, favorite lucid dream. I was around 6 and was out living in a cottage. And if I ran fast enough, I could fly, at least my favorite, without a TW. Got pushed off a cliff, died, woke up on my floor like age 17. That's intense. Good Lord. 6 child were all kind of weird. Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. That's okay. It's all right to be weird, I think. Mercenary. I saw Batman Beyond when it first premiered on TV in the late 1990s. Me too. And it blew my young mind away in that story of Bruce Wayne when he could no longer physically do it. Bro, right? Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm not gonna lie, it blew my childhood mind as well, just as a concept and its art style and everything else. I loved it. So I don't know if you guys have ever mentioned this, but I was such a Batman super fan back in the day when I was a child that I was Batman for like 90% of my Halloweens, like different incarnations of Batman. And there was one year when I got like my parents got me a Batman Beyond costume, and I kept jumping down our stairs, and yeah, no, it was not good. But I was like, I can fly, and I would just jump down our stairs. My dad's like, no. Good times. Thankfully, I never maimed myself, but you know. Shout out to Toonami and for Inuyasha. Yeah, absolutely. I remember when Inuyasha was on Toonami and then they moved it to Adult Swim. I can't remember if Trigun was ever on Toonami or not, or if it was just strictly Adult Swim, but one of my all-time favorites. Love Cowboy Bebop and stuff too. All that stuff. Growing up Mexican Catholic was just spicy goth. That's great. Al, psychedelics helped me lucid dream now. It doesn't stop. I mean, that's kind of cool though, assuming you're having good experiences. Little Flower, I wonder if we were reliving a past experience or we're in a situation where a past event happened again. That is, oh, Hearts of Space. I haven't heard of that one, Neve, but that's a really good like point slash question, Little Flower. Like, I wonder if we were living, if we have those kinds of experiences and dreams, if we are reliving either past lives or a situation that took place that we're just kind of like picking up on in the general area. That's definitely really interesting for sure. Mark, Cody, it's been 30 years or a bit less since I called Art Bell, but I got through and I spoke to him as a guest. Oh, dude, that's sick. You need to find that episode for your own sake. That is so cool. Lucky person. That's awesome, man, for sure. Pro tip, if you do lucid dream, don't tell anyone you notice the clocks don't move. I've heard that, but I guess I've never done it myself. I don't know. It usually takes me a while to figure out I'm lucid dreaming if I am lucid dreaming, depending on what kind of dream it is. Every trip leaves a little treat in your spinal fluid, so you get to have fun times forever. Oh my God. Well, I'm assuming you're talking about acid, which I may or may not have done for legal reasons. I'm more of a mushroom person, personally. I don't really mess with anything anymore, though. But once upon a time, I dabbled and partied. But yeah, may or may not for legal reasons have dabbled in that particular spinal fluid treats. That's Scott. That's a weird way to put it. When I was quite a bit younger in high school, actually, which I should not have been touching anything like that in high school, but I did. And yeah, it was weird, man. It was weird. I definitely have some stories from it, no doubt. Like one time, there was one time I was on and I had actually got it in a capsule that had it was an orange little capsule, had a dinosaur on it. I do remember that much. Yeah. Fucking long story short, I'm just thinking of like what I can and can't say. Long story short, I had a blue curtain over my window at the time. And I remember it looked like faces were being pulled, like someone was behind it, but like a bunch of faces and like pulling the curtain, and they were all saying what's up. They're like, what's up? What's up? So like it wasn't scary, but it was weird. And then I was playing, I think it was Halo 3 at the time with my brother. And I actually played like really, really well. Like I was super dialed in, but I don't remember playing. And I remember he was telling me that the next day he was like, dude, you were so good last night on Halo. And he was just a little dude. And I was like, hell yeah, bro, thanks. Uh, he would have been like, oh man, let's see. He would have been like 10 or 11. I say little guy, but I mean littler for sure. I've definitely had my spine popped enough and it's been long enough. I don't think I have any sort of residuals going on. Do feel like I nerfed my brain a little bit though early on, but it's cool. Daniel Sanchez says reptile people. Have not covered reptile people. Definitely a creepy concept though. Art was mini ham radio. What radio did you have? I was gonna say I never listened to Art live. I just found his past shows personally. Hey, thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. Well, Chicago pizza is the best. Only people that haven't been here talk nonsense. Okay, okay. It seems like we got some people fighting over the pizza in Chicago. God bless. I said what I said. Hey man, I love me some deep dish pizza, and I've had many a good pizzas. There's definitely good pizza all over the place, but if I ever went to Chicago, I would try the pizza for sure. I'll be the judge of that for myself. One does not simply audition for American Idol in Detroit. Oh yeah, I remember you did that. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been well, I did choir, I did talent shows in high school, and I've been in a few metal bands, put out a few records. One I still get some residuals from, but nothing crazy. It's like a few dollars here and there. But definitely love music for sure. And if you have the voice for it and the talent for it, man, pursue it, you know. I would love to do music again. I do some stuff for fun here and there myself, but nothing too serious. I just feel like you got to find the right people band wise to be able to like actually, I don't know, make it a thing, or at least for like a metal band for me. So if you're doing like solo artist work, then by all means, man, go for that. The Ink villain from Batman Beyond. Oh yeah, dude, the Ink villain from Batman Beyond was an intense one for sure. Shiva, favorite superhero as a child, mine was Spider-Man. I definitely had a Spider-Man phase, bro. Still love Spider-Man. Love it, love it, love it. But like top 5 for sure. But yeah, Batman for me was number 1, no doubt. For some reason as a kid for me it was like Batman and Spawn was like it's more anti-hero and just infinitely darker. So like I thought Spawn was badass, but like I didn't fully grasp all of the concepts at play as a child. I actually got way more into Spawn as an adult, and huge Spawn fan for sure. God knows I watched the animated series on repeat when I was prepping planes back in the day. So it was shit, man. That carried me some days, not gonna lie. Because the mix back then, audio wise, because I would just listen to it. I do that with a lot of stuff like documentaries and stuff, but um just listening to it, while working just carried me some days, man. Not gonna lie. Spinal fluid treats. Oh shit. Maybe I should make a shirt that says spinal fluid treat and no one will understand but this chat. uh I don't know what I would make a design for though. Like I could just do the text, but like I don't know. Maybe like a little like spine with googly eyes or something. I don't know. Gonna start saying that from now on. For sure, do it. Do it. One does not simply try spinal fluid treats. I can't right now, bro. Yo, Halo 3 is heat. Oh, absolutely. The original Halo trilogy is god tier. Um, pardon me. Reach was fantastic. 4, I was at the midnight release for, and it was okay, but in my personal opinion, 343 has butchered Halo. Um, I liked Halo Infinite in some respects. It felt more Halo like after Halo 5, and Halo 5 was an abomination we don't really talk about. But yeah, no, dude, just not for me. And they've written themselves into a corner multiple times, and then they've just fucked it all up. So I've yet to try spinal fluid treats. That's probably for the best, Shiva. Stay more natural. If you're gonna ever go that route, that's all I would say. The curtain opened up to you. That's awesome. Thanks, James. Yeah, it definitely did. Or the very many creatures that dwelled within my house all rolled up through the curtain and said, "What's up?" You're a legend, mate. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Mark, that was actually why I started listening to heavy metal. Tried out for Metallica after my grandmother got in touch with Hammett's mom in the 90s. That's crazy. That's badass, dude. Way to be. Nice. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a huge Metallica fan personally, but I can appreciate how far they've pioneered things, if that makes sense. Um, used to live down the street from Ronnie Dio's mom. That bro, that's crazy. Where the hell are you guys living? That's wild. What? This guy isn't reading this feed. I'm out, bro. I'm hella reading the feed. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I said, I missed some stuff, but I can't really help that. So sorry, bro. It wasn't out of malice. Heroin, you and your channel are legendary, bro. Love your channel. Well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Ooh, Julian, I've had a homie that had a lot of bad experiences. Like, he had a weird demon that was attached to him. Oh, and then when he went to Spinal Tree, Black Aura left his body. That's really interesting. I am certainly above the or of the mindset that psychedelics certainly open you up to other places potentially. I think they can be used spiritually, no doubt, and I think you very much have to respect the substances if you're ever going to dabble like that. They should not be taken as party substances, in my personal opinion. I think it's very much for like if you need to do some soul searching, and that sort of a thing, then it's very much cathartic. There's again my opinion, but respect the substance, and you know, it'll show you what you want to see or what you need to see, not what you want to see. My opinion. Um, that's really cool, Uncle. Way to be. Julian, what band? So I was in a band called Improper Burial, and then I was in a band called the Philadelphia Experiment. It's not the ska one. They're both metal bands, and Improper Burial I took the furthest. We had some pretty good opportunities both with Improper Burial and the Philadelphia Experiment, but it just fell through because of other people's drive issues and substance abuse issues, unfortunately. Because I really think, especially with Improper Burial, that if we would have pushed hard enough, I really think we would have made it because we were doing really, really well where we were and having a lot of fun. But it's all good, man. Shit happens for a reason. So it is what it is. Cheers. Sparkling apple cider. Delicious. It's funny because like I've always grown up having like the sparkling like Welch's grape juice, like the red or the white, but I'd never tried the sparkling apple cider till now, and it's not bad. Not bad at all. Right? Armand's just big mad. That's cool, man. Whatever. I can't get to everyone. I apologize. I'm trying to. The jacket just moved. Are you sure it wasn't Luna bumping into it? Or the fan wind? Sorry, again, I'm trying to like get caught up here. Carnage can get it over Spider-Man, especially after having played PS2. Dude, Carnage in the original Spider-Man N64 game scared the shit out of me. Bro, Spawn, yes. Oh yeah, dude. Again, I'm sorry these are all like out of order and shit. I apologize. Uh Sixth, all food is better in Chicago. I've been all over the world. Didn't know what I signed up for, but I sure found out. Nothing like Sweet Home Chicago. I mean, hey, bro, if you like Chicago, like if that's your style of living, dog, that's all you. You know what I mean? Enjoy it. Mercenary, each Halo has its perks for the campaign, but it's such a crime that Halo Infinite's campaign ain't even on the physical release of the game. Really? I didn't know that. That's insane. I just played, I think my brother got the digital copy and we played it when it came out, or he rented it. I can't remember specifically, but I'm not so sure he ended up actually buying it because he was pretty pissed at just how things had turned out. So yeah, that's how you blunder a franchise, bro, is what they've done. So it sucks because Halo, in my opinion, now does not feel like Halo unless I'm playing MCC and I'm playing like the classic trilogy. That's it sucks. But I will always and forever love the classic trilogy and Reach. Honestly, even Halo 4 isn't that bad, but 5 and onward is just trash. I do have to say though, in Infinite, the grappling hook is pretty fun, but that's kind of about it. So yeah, it be what it be. Dark Ray, considering I rid myself of clinical depression with it, I have heard that mushrooms do really help with a variety of things, including clinical depression, because it what does it do? There's a certain term for it, but basically it relaxes your brain. And if you do it every so often, you know what I mean, then it essentially has that antidepressive effect, which is really interesting in my opinion. I certainly think there's some medical value there that is underestimated. Little Flower, hard to agree that such substances are for personal growth. I think it's also a matter of the type of person as well. Um, but yeah, I don't think you know what I mean. It's a matter of the person, and I don't think that with other drugs either. This I'm just strictly talking about psychedelics, particularly mushrooms. I very much think are um, can be used spiritually if used properly and in the right setting with the right people, be a very cathartic experience. Um, but again, my opinion, I'm not a professional, but yeah. And I don't think anyone with substance abuse issues or anything like that should be doing anything, period. So again, it very much depends on the person. Sparkling white grape juice child to meat adult. Right on. That's fair. I've had some meat. It's pretty good. I just don't drink really anymore, to be honest with you. I'm too much of a health boy these days. I'll have a beer or two every once in a while, but like I don't get like smashed anymore. It's just not my thing anymore. But God, oh, I mean, like this is my biggest vice right here is caffeine. I need to stop drinking so much caffeine. But I mean, hell, I just stopped taking Tylenol just because I'm like, I need to not do that. Yeah, mess up your liver too. I switched from ibuprofen, dude. I was taking some, well, because like I'm in pain all the time from various reasons, and I was taking ibuprofen all the time. And little did I know it was messing up my stomach, so I stopped that. I switched to Tylenol. Stomach got better. And they're like, "Hey, your liver enzymes are slightly elevated. Stop taking Tylenol." So I'm like, "Okay." So now I'm just raw dogging life. Let's see. Yeah, the chat is moving fast. Sorry, guys. Um, yeah, Shiva. Yep. The succulist. Yep. Yeah, I helped with that. It's funny, we recorded and filmed everything ourselves and all that good stuff. But yeah, that actually did pretty well back in the day. A lot of people liked it. It wasn't mushrooms, Cody's spinal fluid treat. Right. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That's interesting though. I've haven't heard of the spinal fluid treats having the same effect, but I could be wrong. I haven't dabbled with those spinal fluid treats in quite some time. So again, different strokes for different folks. Mystery man got wisdom. Bro, I try. I really do. I have to be up at 5 a.m., but that's fine. Work is bullshit anyways. Damn, Al. Well, I don't want to keep you too hard, man. I appreciate you being here for real though. Yeah, work is work, man. Even if you're lucky enough to get in a position like myself where you make content for a living, it's still a grind. Everything's got its pros and cons for sure. But I would say just work a job that you enjoy because life's too short not to. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But I'm saying the ultimate goal should be to love what you do. You know, spinal fluid treats is now a thing. I'm dying, dude. I honestly, I might just make a shirt tonight and put it on the site. Not that anyone has to buy it, but I think it's fucking hilarious. So like I might just do it just cuz and people be like, "What the hell is this?" That's so funny. Um Shadow in the hallway. Well, Meg either may have gone to the bathroom or Luna was just moving around again. So it's certainly possible. Oh, the shadow of the jacket. Well, I do have a fan going, which I'm actually about to turn off because I'm getting cold. So maybe it's like the distortion of that. I'm not sure how it's looking at the moment. But yeah. Give me 2 seconds, guys. It's getting frigid in here. Okay. His pupper is moving around back there. She was, yeah. No, she definitely was. Man, I feel you on not wanting to take anything for pain. Technically, I should be on hard hitters, but I was seldom even to take Advil. I take enough necessary things. Red Bull and grit to do numbers. Felt. Yeah, so like I think it's just my genetics really and having played a lot of sports growing up and lifted done a lot of lifting both growing up as a teen and as an adult and working really labor intensive jobs just like my neck, my shoulders and like my hips and like lower back and knees are all already like barking so to speak so yeah I definitely powered through heavily with ibuprofen and then with Tylenol, but now I'm like I mean, I'm trying to take more of like a holistic approach. Like I still get sore, but like I'll take hot baths, like I have a massage gun, I go to a chiropractor, I take a joint care supplement, those kinds of things, which I think are, beneficial in and of themselves. And it's tolerable. It's not the end of the world, but there are some days that suck. Uh, Trying to keep inflammation down too is a big part of that. When you feel really sore, it's like, okay, well, what did I eat the last couple days or whatever? You want to take stuff that is anti-inflammatory without ruining your other organs. So try to go like a holistic route with that, like different vitamins and stuff. There's Miss Nunu. What are you doing? She's like, I'm creeping. Where you at? Hello. Now spinal fluid treats is a thing. That keeps cracking me the fuck up, dude. Nope, second guess was right. Just looks like the ventilation was blowing around the jacket. Yeah, it probably was. The ceiling fan is pretty good in here, actually. I will buy when I have the money for sure, Dark Ray, for sure. I'll try to make them reasonably priced. Nothing too crazy. But I'm gonna try to get like a good quality shirt too. So like it'll probably be like $20+, but that's like I'm like barely making anything off that, to be entirely honest with you. Especially like where I have them printed and everything. Like I don't do my own printing. So like it's just I don't know. It's just gotten real expensive these days to make any sort of merchandise. But actually that was my plan tonight, aside from writing, was to also redo and come up with some new merch designs and stuff. So this kind of worked out perfectly, really. Let's see. I can't believe I memed this. I'm sorry, but also not. I love you. Oh, I love you too, little flower. That's hilarious. Uh, it's a good friend just saying, really. Sorry, I must be like missing some stuff. Blue Bijou sells spinal fluid treats. I'm not sure what Blue Bijou is. One sneeze he throws out his oh my god, hold up. Hold up. Stain your spinal fluid and can signal to your brain for years. Definitely, yeah. That's what I've heard. I don't think I've dabbled since I was like 17. So it would have been 13 years ago. I think I'm okay. I don't have any flashbacks or anything like that. So his neck, his back, his joints all crack. I mean, bro, you're not wrong, especially at the Cairo. They do be crack-a-lacking. One wrong sneeze, he throws out his back. Ah. Dude, some days it feels like that, bro. Some days it does. It do. But I still go to the gym. I still go to the gym and I try to take care of myself. I've been losing a bunch of weight, so which is good, I feel like. Um just for like overall like inflammation and just like how you feel and all that good stuff. Actually, since July, I've lost roughly 115 to 120 pounds. So getting back down to where we should be. Dark Deadpool 3 or unpopular opinion, Deadpool 3 ruined the franchise. Lame plot, lazy writing, and Ryan Reynolds just acting like Ryan Reynolds. Is that Deadpool Wolverine? Because that's actually the only one I've seen. I haven't seen the other Deadpools. As a standalone, I guess it seemed pretty funny to me, but I haven't seen the other ones. But I guess I was never really into Deadpool to begin with. Shiva, have you tried hemp-based treatment? So I have not. I've thought about trying, yeah, CBD. I've thought about trying CBD, but I've just never really gotten into it. Um, I used to smoke a lot a long like 10 plus years ago. And then it started making my anxiety really bad, so I stopped. Um, but yeah, I never really got into CBD. CBD was starting to kind of come out around that time, and I just never, as far as I know, it doesn't actually like get you high or anything, but it definitely is supposed to help with inflammation and stuff. So I might try it at some point, but I have not messed with it in quite some time. Little flower, I have hypermobility, but I still recommend unscented Epsom salts and a warm bath and biofreeze. So I haven't used like biofreeze or any creams in quite some time. I probably should because they did help. Pardon me. They did help a lot. But I definitely do Epsom salts and baths for sure. I boil myself alive like a lobster. I take like really hot showers and baths. So I can't say warm, but maybe scalding hot. Meg's just like, oh God, he's making soup again. He's making man soup. uh, Acid a lot as a teen for therapy, of course. Yeah, no, for sure. I did 4 times as a teenager and then never messed with it again. So, and they were like client. I don't know if it was just the thing during that time or what, but like it was kind of semi close together, like at least within a few months, I believe, or like a year, give or take. But yeah, I don't partake of the spinal fluid treats as an adult. um, oh, thank you, Leroy Jones. I'm sorry, man. I just saw your chat there. Really appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. Honestly, all of this is gonna go to pay for my haircut. Which I don't know if I'm gonna for sure be able to go tomorrow, but I'll for sure be able to get it scheduled. Or today, Monday. It's Monday now. Hey, want to write a song about being in your 30s? Dark. I like a warm glass of whiskey or brandy from time to time, but I don't have time for being fucked up. Understandable. Um, yeah, no, I can't really say that I'm a huge. I mean, I drank a lot of whiskey back in the day and a lot of gin, and never really did it for enjoyment, if you know what I'm saying. In that sense, taste wise, I did it to party, but yeah, just not. I don't know. God, the thought of drinking whiskey right now, I'm just like, bleh, not a huge fan. God, and brandy, I can't even smell brandy to this day because the very first time I ever drank, which again, not proud of this for legal reasons, of course. Again, not proud of this, not endorsing it, uh, whatever, all the disclaimers. But I was in like the 8th grade, and one of my friends on New Year's Eve had gotten a hold of he stole a bottle of E&J brandy from his mom. And boy, howdy, did we get wasted. And I was hungover for like 2 days. It was like the absolute worst. And my mom was pissed, but she was also like, I was so sick that she was like, okay, I like kind of think you've suffered enough. Like, I think you semi understand that you fucked up. So she didn't punish me too hard after I was done being sick, but it was a time. So yeah, can't even smell brandy to this day, and that was so long ago. I mean, 2025 now, and that was in 2008. So yeah, or 7 into 8, I should say. But yeah, ugh, definitely can't do brandy. I'm more of like a pilsner guy with beer. Like I just prefer a good beer every so often. Don't really do liquor anymore. Because my organs are just like, what are you doing? Well, I mean, I guess I don't mind like a whiskey sour or something like that, but like I'm not just out here pounding shots anymore. Um, hey, what's up, Anonymous? Welcome. Dark Rays, don't worry, you're writing it for me. And Cody, I'll handle melody and harmony. Where's the percussion? Little Flower, I play percussion. I mean, hey, me too. But I prefer to sing or do vocals, whatever. That's amazing. Mysterious archivist frontman. I love this. Lobster. All hail the Leviathan lobster god. Holy shit, that's hilarious. The memes that are spawning from this chat right now are fucking god tier. If I don't come out of the shower looking like rock lobster, it wasn't hot enough. That's facts. I feel like that's how you get clean, dude. You got to have it hot. I mean, plus it's just enjoyable, you know? All of this is going to go to my internet pain. All alcohol tastes like how rubbing alcohol smells. That's facts, Dragon. I agree with that. Owl, psilocybin extract is amazing. Saw wall breathe and Zion in the Narrows. That sounds really interesting. Definitely have never partook in any sort of extract. Little flower alcohol, no thanks. I've got cran pineapple juice in a champagne glass. Hell yeah, dude, for sure. Mimosa, nah. OJ is good. It is. Give me some mead though. I have a friend that makes his own mead. It wasn't bad, but again, I just I don't really drink a whole lot anymore. Shiva got turned off of flavored vodka after drinking guava flavored vodka and puking my guts out. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful. Boy, have I gotten sick off some alcohol, let me tell you. Rose, I'm Muslim, so no alcohol, drugs, gambling for me, but all this makes me a very healthy person physically and mentally. Hello from New Jersey. Well, that's awesome, Rose. Hey, man, commendable for sure. I enjoy gambling every so often. Don't really drink anymore. Don't really do drugs. So that is fair. That's cool, man. Good for you. It's all about feeling good, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Kaz, thunderstorms here in Australia. I'm so jealous. I've been over here dealing with snow and ice, man. I just give me a thunderstorm, bro, please. Sounds awesome. Actually, we got solar panels not super long ago, and it was like right before the I don't know what that's supposed to mean, peasant, but that's your one warning, bro. What the fuck? Anyways, as I was saying, we got solar panels a little while back rather, and they got covered with snow like from the jump. So it's like I haven't been able to like produce any excess power or whatever. And today finally I started producing a little bit. So I was like, hey, because it finally started melting enough to where it was, exposing some of the array. So heck with the lobster god. Hail Cthulhu. That's funny. Amaretto sours were my legally redacted age favorite. For sure, for sure. Chronic Pain Gang loves being a casually boiled during clean time. Oh yeah, mad respect to Rose, dude, for sure. Hey, thank you, Rico. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that very much. And I agree, Flower, with the chronic pain, dude. Like, there's something about boiling that I just feel like it relaxes everything, you know? I don't know. It's just nice. Oh, sorry, Sheev. I just saw that. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Why settle for madness when you can awaken with the destruction of everything? Jesus Christ. Julian, I'm in H Town down in, is that Houston? In H Town right now. I've been raining in Silent Hill status. I mean, that sounds kind of dope, though, to be honest. It's probably that excess precipitation from all this cold front that's been coming in up here in the Midwest and headed southeast. Snow thunderstorms are the wild. I've experienced thunder snow a couple of times. We actually had it the first snow here of this latest one, and then I remember we had it in it was in like 2011. We had lightning as well. Yeah, thunder, snow, lightning, whatever. But it was cool. It was really cool. Just playing. Love you, bro. All right, no worries, peasant. You good? Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, sorry. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I get some wacko ass people on occasion, so my apologies for going ham skis. But I'm just saying, like, I have dealt with many a threats and a few other things, so I'm just like, you can get one. Julia, no spinal fluid treats for that little lobster in the chat. Oh my god, I'm gonna put a little lobster in the chat if I can find one here. Because I have my keyboard unplugged because like where my setup is at, and I'm running this as a USB mic, I have to unplug it to be able to plug this one in. Is there even a lobster emoji? Okay, I see a scorpion. Come on, eyes, don't betray me now. No, I don't see one. All right, I'll copy that though. Maybe if it'll let me. Let's see. Come on. Sorry. Yes. There we go. Struggling, dude. Struggle bussing hard. But there we go. That's perfect. The urge to say, what is this Silent Hill anytime there's fog is real. Bro, for real. We had some crazy ass fog here not too long ago, too. Oh, that's making me want to rewatch Silent Hill, though. Consume Lorb. Lorb Lob. Lord and Lobster. Is that Lorb? West Virginia is just snow and flipping cold. Dude, I bet. I bet, Mark. Don't forget meth dents and cryptids. Holy shit, dude. I mean, also kind of not wrong in a way. It just depends on where you're at. Rose, it's been really cold here in New Jersey. I just hope we don't get that weird fog that some of the other states have been getting. I drove through that for 2 states worth not too long ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, when we went down to Kentucky. Like all of Kansas and Missouri were foggy. So it was a trip, dude, for sure. I was there and back as well, which was even weirder. But I didn't like feel weird or anything like that. It's just, you're like, damn, that's a lot of fog, I know some people were saying they felt some kind of way about it, or it made them feel some kind of way. But not me. Yes. Thank you, little flower vagabond. That's beautiful. Yes. I have to take a photo. Beautiful. Spinal fluid treats. Now I'm just imagining a weird little lobster being like spinal fluid treats. That's hilarious. Yeah, Strange Fog definitely gives off Silent Hill vibes for sure. My chronic pain is helped immensely by Amica Montana menthol salve and pills. The salve I get is from Three Sister Apothecary, and I swear by it. Have used it multiple times a day for a solid 15 years. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'm always open to try something new, man, for sure. To see if it'll alleviate some of the pain. Lord and Lobster. Oh, that makes sense, Rose. That all good. This is the most amazing live stream thus far. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. It's a whole Facebook group. Everyone needs to get in the Discord, bro. This is beautiful. I mean, to be honest, I have 1 or 2 Facebook groups that like no one ever like gravitated towards, which I was kind of surprised. But if you guys want to join my like, just search up like Mystery Archives fans or something like that, and it should pop up. But I'll add you guys in if you want. It's up to you though, either that or Discord or whatever. I mean, we do have a decent amount of people in the Discord too, which is pretty sick. The lobster demands spinal fluid treats. Yes. That's so hilarious. I need to make like a lobster temple with that relates to the spinal fluid treats. Plans to create and worship our Leviathan lobster god. That's so beautiful. Holy shit. More lobsters in the chat for that. Maybe. Hold up. I forgot I don't have the keyboard plugged in. I hit enter. Yes. Now I've got to get like a lobster plushie or something for my couch so that the real ones will know. This has been fucking hilarious though. Man, I can't believe it's already been an hour and a half. That's crazy. It always ends up being like almost 2 hours every time. I notice, I look at the time, I'm like, holy shit. We've converted him, my lorblings. Yes. The cult of Lorb is very real. See, I do have to go with I don't know if my friend Bob made up this quote or if someone else did, but basically it's be the occultist you want to see in the woods. And now we are the cult of the Lorblings. Bro, just for a second, imagine a lobster clawing for your spinal fluid. Oh, it's pretty brutal, dude. I like lobsters, but that's a little creepy. Not gonna lie. Goes back to family. Dark rays. We've gone from head crabs to spine lorbs. Oh Jesus. Sorry, I got lost in spinal fluid treats. There was lobsters. There be lobsters. We have to eat the lobsters, or they will take our spinal fluid. I wonder if, like, in some other world, the lobsters are actually stealing people's spinal fluid to give to their lorb, to give to their Leviathan lobster god. Oh fuck, that's so funny. Phoebe, she is your lobster. uh Rose, I caught this live stream by chance. Love your work, Cody. It's clear how much thought and effort you put into each video. Much appreciated. Well, thank you so much, Rose. That's so genuinely nice. I appreciate that. Sorry, this is so diametrically opposed to my usual content, but that's also what kind of makes the streams fun, is it's not as like serious, But I appreciate you, Rose. I really do. Thank you. I mean, lobsters and Cthulhu are sea creatures, true. They do have blue lobsters. They do exist. They're rare, but I don't think there's a blue lobster emoji. So I would spam it. I'd be down if there was one. If this goes much longer, I'll need some spinal fluid treats on top of these dabs. Oh shit. That's also something I never tried personally. They started coming out right around the time I stopped smoking, so not for me, but I do have many of friends that partake. Some that probably shouldn't, but they do anywho. Lovecraft would love our comprehensive lore. Hell yeah. No, mom, I'm not on drugs for real. There's someone named Little Flower in Cthulhu. Oh fuck. Also, Godzilla fought a giant lobster in one of the old movies. Dude, you're not wrong. I don't remember which one. Like, I'm not that much of a Godzilla mega fan that I could like tell you like from memory about like which movie, but it's a certain like crustacean. Maybe it's a crab. I don't know if it's a lobster, but it might have been a crab. I don't know. Oh, did I skip yours? My bad. Damn, an hour ago. Why was I not notified via Owl from Harry Potter? We're working on that infrastructure. YouTube's going to have to pay me more, though, for sure, before I can implement the carrier owls. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip your comment, bro. Nothing personal, I promise. Don't forget the time a Pokemon brought an orchestra to a stream. Do what? I don't know if I'm aware of that one. Hey, much love to you too, man. Thank you. Damn, I think I'm actually like caught up now, aside from maybe a few here and there. Oh, is Darkrai a Pokemon? Damn, dude, I haven't thought of that in a fat minute. I guess I haven't. I mean, man, my Pokemon knowledge and lore is here. I'll look it up because I've probably seen it. Okay, I've definitely seen Darkrai. I just wasn't like super duper familiar. Basically, the Freddy Krueger of the Pokemon world. Good lord. Sinnoh Dream Eater. Hell, the earliest memory I recall was watching a Godzilla movie on TV in 1979. That's pretty badass, Mark. I wasn't even a thought, bro. 1979. I mean, I was born in 94. Wasn't even a conceived thought yet. One of your favorites, actually. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, I go to sleep with nightmares. I enjoy your voice. Oh, well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And actually, is that a Yu-Gi-Oh profile picture? That's what's up. It's funny. I was just looking at a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh shirts not too long ago, like vintage ones that I've really wanted for a fat minute. One of them was Oh God, what is he called again? Give me 2 seconds. It's one of the gods, the OG gods. Because there's Ra, there's Obelisk. God, what is the second one? Slifer the Sky Dragon. I knew that. I wanted to say Slifer, but for some reason I always think of like Sly Cooper, which was one of my other favorite games. But yeah, Slifer the Sky Dragon. Sorry. It's time to I'll stop. I'll probably get copyright claims. Shit. I didn't think of it. Really? They have a re-release of the OG first run of cards? Okay, that's pretty sick. You know, I actually had the GOG cards back in the day. My deck was pretty jacked. I actually won a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament at my local Toys R Us a long, long time ago, like 2000. Man, that would have been like 2004, I think, or 5, something like that. And yeah, basically had my deck. I'd left it at my cousin's house. I don't remember why. I think I was planning on coming back over or something like that. And this kid that he met actually stole. May I offer a meme in the chat, or should I save it for the Discord? It's up to you, bro. No problem. Whatever. You can do either or. That's fine. But yeah, this kid that my cousin had met, and he didn't have a ton of friends other than me, um, ended up being a bad kid and stole his cards and mine and some jewelry from my aunt and uncle. And then they moved, and like they were moving to, like, I don't know if it was one of the Carolinas or what, but yeah, long story short, they're gone. I do have multiple books. I have some of, like, I have a few old Yu-Gi-Oh cards still. Like, he didn't get every single one. I think the rarest one I probably have is a first edition Red Eyes Black Dragon. But I do have a bunch of Pokemon cards, first edition Pokemon cards still, and they're binders, like perfect condition. I haven't really gone through and like priced them or anything, but might be cool. Everyone got a traumatic card collection story. I mean, bro, you're not wrong though. You're not wrong. Yeah, dude, I miss playing Yu-Gi-Oh too. I don't really have any friends that play card games really. I have a few that here and there they like get into D&D and stuff, but it's mostly video games. Now, the new YouTuber, I only have like 3 shorts, but I'm hoping to make someone smile at least. Well, that's what's up, man. That's awesome. I'll definitely check out your content for sure. The Buster Blader tournaments or what? I don't remember exactly what it was. Winning a tournament is a lifelong achievement. Well, thank you. Yeah, I have God, well, we moved so much. I remember they gave me like this little it was I'm pretty sure it was a little trophy, and then I won an Exodia set or some shit like that. I don't remember. It's been so long now, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, definitely was stoked on that for sure. But I remember that, especially as a kid, was like I really made something of myself. uh those were good times though. And man, now that, well, that Toys R Us is now Babies R Us, which is big lame. But you know, people do need baby things. But yeah, I remember I don't think there's any Toys R Us's left now, actually. I think they're all out of business, or most of them, anyways. I miss Toys R Us, dude. Toys R Us was cool. It's overpriced, but they had some pretty badass shit. Time well wasted. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, as long as you have a good time, that's what matters. Been collecting Pokemon since I was 4. It's been 20 years, and I will not out myself on the quantity. That's fair. I would definitely say I have at least in like the upper hundreds worth of first edition cards. Also put in the Discord. Right on. I will definitely try and check it as soon as I can, Dark Ray. But yeah, no, I definitely was into Pokemon was the first. I liked Digimon a bit, but I didn't take to it quite like I did Pokemon. Um so there was that. Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously. Dual Masters for a little while for me. Um, I think that was pretty much it card wise. I started to try and get into Magic, but I got into it, I think, a little too young because I didn't quite understand some of the concepts and how to play. But I do have some first edition Magic cards as well. Um, I've never really like looked into either, but oh, that's what's up. Hell yeah, I love going to local shops and playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And TCG. For sure, dude. Jacked my deck when I was younger. It had a first edition Trihorn Dragon I got from a pack. What you know about those green packs at Circle K? Dude, it's funny because like, especially for Pokemon cards, every time that I would go to the gas station, like with my dad, either in the morning before school or whatever, I'd be like, "Can I get a pack of Pokemon cards?" My dad's like, these are like more expensive. I mean, he hella smoked at that time. And he was like, it's like I'm buying like multiple packs of cigarettes a day because like I have to get you a Pokemon pack every day too. Digimon card art was sick. Um, I don't remember if it was one of their cards or if it was like from like Taco Bell or something, but someone around had like a thing with Digimon where they had like these metal like cards. And I had those for a while. I thought those were pretty sick. Oh, and speaking of Pokemon, I still have some of my original gold plated, um, from the Pokeballs that they put out back in the day. I think it was through McDonald's, if I'm not mistaken, and they had the golden cards. I had all of them at one point, but I think now I've got Jigglypuff and Pikachu. Yeah, I never got good at playing cards like blackjack or rummy, but I should probably get into it at some point. Oh, it was Burger King. I mean, hell yeah. My bad. For some reason, I thought it was McDonald's. I guess it sticks out more in my head, but you still have your gold Charizard. That's sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, I guess it was Burger King now that I think about it. Back in the good old days. Digimon was great, but Pokemon was one to put several hundred kids in the hospital with a single. You're not wrong. Without the epilepsy warnings, just have insane flashing lights, and then it's like, well, we know what kids are epileptic now, unfortunately. God, that's brutal. Jigglypuff is one of my favorites. I got a massive plush of it for Christmas. Oh, that's sick. Hell yeah. Jigglypuff is cute. M. Kelly, teenage son collects Pokemon cards. They have quite the collect. Oh, your sons got you. They have quite a collection. Dude, I bet. I like how we've gone. Oh man, we have really gone through the gambit on this stream. Let me tell you what. Oh, that's crazy. Burger King selling real gold in the 1990s was real something. It was a time, dude. I remember, oh man, I'm trying to think. Well, I remember when they had the different colored ketchups. I remember that. I actually liked those. They had like a purple and a green, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they ever had a blue. Can't really remember. But I remember when they had that, and I remember they like did like a partnership with Heinz where they had like different shaped nuggets or something. I don't know if they're dino nuggets or stars or what were they at Burger King, but they had that as like a thing. And then I remember they had like a green slime like Freezy or something. Because Nickelodeon used to have like the green slime or whatever. I think that was like a partnership thing they did too. But yeah, good old days. You want a confusing game? Try playing Atari 2600. I, actually, funnily enough, because it's within reach. So my dad got me this for Christmas, this thing, and it probably has that on there. So I might just take you up on that. It's got 620 built-in games apparently. So that's kind of cool. And it looks like a NES. So, but I'm assuming it's got because the NES definitely did not have that many games. So I'm sure it's got all sorts of stuff. Yeah, shout out to your sons, dude, for sure. From ghosts to lobsters to Pokemon. Yes. Forgot the spinal fluid treats enshrinement. That's facts. That is legit going to be a shirt. I'll come up with something, I promise. Oh. Julian, I got into this bad habit of drawing on people's faces when they would pass out, and I blamed Jigglypuff. That's beautiful. Little flower, purple ketchup, and that PB and jelly and swirled in the same jar. Yep, I remember. They piloted a lot of stuff in the early 2000s, man. Like I remember oh, what was it? Remember like the Oreo cereal, but it was like Oreos. And I was so excited to try those because I loved Oreos so much. And I remember they taste like burnt ass. And I was like, fuck. I remember I tried it and I looked at my parents and I was like, I never want to eat these again. They're so bad. I don't think they lasted very long after that. Yes, praise be to the Lord. Praise be to the Lord. I remember playing Nintendo Super Mario Bros. Was my favorite game. Hell yeah. It's fun. It's still fun. The NES system, the Atari came out before it, like 10 years before. I got the 2600 and it was the third rate system around 1983 or 84. Yeah, I definitely was aware that Atari came out before. I've played some stuff on Atari, just not super duper hard, but Oreos, that was made by Post Cereal Company. They were all right, but not as good as the real deal, for sure. I don't know if it was my baby taste buds or what, but yeah, no, I just did not enjoy them at all. They were bleh. I remember when cereals used to be good, now everything tastes the same. I mean, pretty much Oreo cereal milk was like drinking burnt oil. Bro, you're not wrong though. So nasty. I don't know why, like, I don't know what it was about it. It just it hit different. Yeah, cereals now, Dragon. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't eat a lot of cereal. I really like cereal, but I consider it more of like a dessert treat, I guess. I can, depending on what kind of cereal. Like, I'm on that like old man shit, dude. I'll get like I don't know, like Special K or something. But as far as like cereal goes, Reese's Puffs are really good. Cocoa Puffs are good. Um, what else? I really like is it Apple Jacks? I feel like it's Apple Jacks, like the apple cinnamon ones, the green and orange ones. Cheerios are all right. Fruity Loops. I mean, some of them have some different tastes, but yeah, some of them now. I don't really try like a lot of newer cereals, I guess, so they might taste a lot um like the same. Look up grape nuts from the 80s. We called it gravel and not cereal. Yeah, yeah, grape nuts. I do like granola now on occasion. Is pretty good, like granola with milk. Reese's Puffs. Yes. Legendary jingle. I have a video saved somewhere of like someone with a kitten who like drank too much milk and they have it and they're like Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. So funny. I love it. Dry cereal is an underrated snack. It's like a micro dosing being a hamster. I'm sorry, what? Yes, eat them up, eat them up. I would sing the whole thing, but I swear to God, like if I'm gonna get copyright struck for, you know what I mean, like a freaking jingle, I'd be so mad. uh, only serial killers like grape nuts. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the same thing here. Maybe I'm not. Hold up. No, I feel like I've had those. Maybe I'm a serial killer, dude. I don't know. Dry cereal is for real an underrated snack, though. Little Flower is the goat. That's facts, dude. Little Flower's going hard. Like the forbidden snacks. Nerds or aquarium gravel cereals like those. Oh, like crunchy hamster treats. I got you. You're not wrong, dude. Fuck, you are not wrong. I have thought of nerds like that before. And I like nerds, but my God, they are an experience. You're just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just shake. It's like rattling your whole brain. How long until you start covering your own crimes? Holy shit. I have to make my own content. The well has run dry. Brutal. Oh, French Toast Crunch is delicious. Like I said, dude, I love cereal. I just don't eat a lot of it anymore. Yeah, dude, French Toast Crunch. That was probably my all-time favorite for a while, actually. Oh yeah, Cookie Crisp is good too, for sure. Oh yeah, dude, I fuck with Cookie Crisp hard. I remember the unhinged commercials with Cookie Crisp as well. Yeah, no, this it's so funny, dude. This has maybe been my favorite stream ever. Ever. I don't know if my voice cut out there or not, but this has been a blast. I said this in like my second comment. He gonna make the mysteries happen faster. I'm out here conjuring demons and killing people because I have to make content. I have to turn you into content. Holy shit. If I die laughing, is it murder by proxy? No. I don't know. Uh, that's so funny, bro. The Apple Jacks commercials were fever dreams. Oh yeah, shit, I guess they were. They were pretty unhinged too. For some reason, I don't remember those as well. The Kellogg's s'mores were the best, but they got rid of it and they shall never be forgiven. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I could go on a little soapbox about things that have been dropped or done away with that need to be brought back. You know what? Fuck it. Why not, right? I have to say, Vault Soda from Coca-Cola needs to be brought back. Vault was delicious. It was like Coca-Cola's Mountain Dew. I loved Vault. Vault needs to come back. Um, Pepsi though, Pepsi did so, and it's funny. My dad worked for Pepsi for a long time, so I was like very hip to all of the Pepsi products. Yes, I loved Surge, and they did come out with Surge again for a while, and it was really, really good. Shitload of sugar, but it was delicious. I fucked with Surge, and it was very similar to Vault taste wise, in my opinion. But yeah, I was privy to Pepsi products because my dad worked for Pepsi for a long time. And in 2008, they did a Pepsi Holiday Spice, and it was god tier. And they need to bring that back, at least during the holidays, man. Like it was so good. But those two for sure. I'm sure there's other stuff, but like soda wise, that needs to be a thing. Sobe needs to come back. That was the best, and bring it back in the freaking glass bottles because that was peak. They did bring back Snapple Elements, but I feel like it's not quite the same. They're not in like the little sleeves, like the steel jacket sleeves they used to be in. Surge was worth getting mercury fillings. Hell yeah. Oh my god. So funny enough, I always wanted to try Crystal Pepsi. And they came out with a limited run of Crystal Pepsi, and I did get to try it, and it was dope. I don't know why they ever did away with it, you know what I mean? It's like I would much rather drink Crystal Pepsi. There's no dyes. Like, all right, bro, sign me up. LA Beast Mystery Archives collab. I would do it, dude, to be honest. I mean, well, I don't know. If it was like from the 80s or 90s, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'd just be getting sick at that point because that dude's fucking crazy. But dude, lizard milk was awesome. I think energy was probably my favorite, like the citrusy one, the yellow one, but I loved most of them, to be honest. The only one I didn't like was Wide Out or Blizzard, one of the two, where it was the white, like coconutty one. It's not a big fan. Right? It's good. I loved Crystal Pepsi. Like, what the hell, bro? Why are you gonna do away with that? That's nuts. Apple Snapple in the glass bottle with fun facts once you pop the lid. Coolest thing. I agree. We used to be a country, damn it. What happened? Yeah, so be lizard milk. Yeah, it was I think that was like the pink strawberry one, wasn't it? It was delicious. I love that shit. LA Beast here, me and Mystery gonna do the haunted demon challenge. We're gonna drink this fucking 30-year-old Crystal Pepsi inside of a pentagram. Let's go. We're gonna Never mind. Oh fuck, that's too funny. Dude, yeah, it was one of my favorite drinks too. Like it was like I feel like Sobe was pretty popular. I don't know why the fuck they ever did away with it. It's so stupid. Yeah, no. Oh fuck. The collabs that could be had, bro. I swear. You know, it's funny for how serious my content is. It's so nice to be able to just cut loose and just shoot the shit because this is more of how I am, like in my day to day life. To be honest with you, just memes, dude. It's lots of memes. I tried both original Crystal Pepsi and the one they brought back. And sure, the one they brought back was a bit different. It's definitely possible. I wouldn't know because I never got to try the original, but I wouldn't doubt it. Hell yeah. Praise be the Lord. Everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you even talking about, bro?" Oh, so funny. Yeah, this one, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. This chat has been legendary. You guys should seriously join the Discord though, or Facebook group. To be honest, I'll throw it in there just for anyone who's interested, who's not in it already. Boom. PepsiCo is to blame for taking away the lizard milk of the people. You're not wrong, bro. And PepsiCo is fucked. They're fucked as hell as a company. They treated my dad like shit. And dude, he worked for them for like, God, like 16 or 17 years. And the amount of bullshit that they pulled all the time, just crazy. Like from the top down, just bad news bears. I remember, okay, I take that back. I remember Tab Cola. I never got to try Jolt. Yes, the lobsters shall rise up and reclaim our lizard milk and take the spinal fluid from the CEO of PepsiCo. Yes. Sorry, I'm switching my position here. I have a bad habit of sitting on my legs, but it's kind of comfy sometimes. Japanese melon drinks. That sounds good. Oh, 1994 Cantaloupe Snapple was my favorite till it was discontinued because I was the only person who liked it. Damn. I feel like I would have liked that. I would try that now, to be honest. Generating content, we're generating conspiracies and dying from in the process. I mean, you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. Sorry, a little baby hangnail. The fuss over Joel, and then I tried it and it was like, meh. Yeah, I feel like it was probably just a cola with a bunch of sugar, if I were to guess, back in the day. Okay, little flower. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have hurt me, and I really like the cucumber Gatorade. I'm gonna come clean now. I actually really enjoy the cucumber Gatorade. I'm sorry. The Florida Gators indirectly. You're not also not wrong. Hell yeah, Julian. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people have hurt me, and I do like it, little. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. um, Hey, love to you as well, Kaz. If you got to head out, man, stay safe in those storms for sure. Appreciate you being here. I'll probably go for a little bit longer if you guys are down. Um, and then I'm probably going to go work out for a bit before I start working on stuff. Pulling an overnighter. More like a lot of extra caffeine. Okay, that makes sense. It's probably not shit now though, by comparison. I mean, with like pre-workouts and whatnot. Peace out, man. Heck yeah, what the workout gonna be? I'm trying to think. I really need to hit so usually I finish up with cardio and it's been 2 or 3 days since I've gone. So if I'm feeling up to it, I mean, I always do cardio anyways, but if I'm feeling up to it, I'll probably hit some chest tonight. Probably chest and tries. And then tomorrow I'll probably be back in buys. And then legs and or cardio for like wrapping things up. The hell is my playlist on? Jesus. You ever just let your music, like YouTube, pick your music at random and it just plays some weird shit? That happened. So I'm like, what is this? uh, Peace out, man. I appreciate you. Heck yeah, what the workout gonna? Oh, okay, right on. Me too. Like 40 minutes left in the lift. Nice, man. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Respect for the discipline. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I put on muscle really, really fast. but I also can put on fat really fast as well. So since I've been eating in a caloric deficit for months now, and losing weight, I definitely don't have as much energy as I would if I like would be consuming like 4,000 calories a day. So 290. Yeah, right now I'm chilling at like right around 270. I'm 6 foot, by the way, so I'm chilling right around 270, but I dropped down from 390. So yeah, which is crazy to think I ever got that big, to be honest with you. But I do kind of carry it well. But yeah, I'm not trying to put on a ton of muscle. I'm just more or less just trying to kind of like keep what I've got. Um, but yeah. No, YouTube, I don't want to hear the latest releases. I'm too old to relate to them anymore. So true, Dragon. Everything I listen to is old for the most part. Like right now, I think I'm listening to Icy Stars, The Common Hours, which came out probably in like 2009. Good times. It's my freshman year of high school, actually. Oh hell yeah, dude! Powerlifting, what's up? Same 6 foot, but props. It's hard as a big dude. It is, man, for sure. Dude, that's like their best album in my opinion, Little Flower. I think 3D was their best record. I can't really get into their other shit. It's just not, I don't know, it's just not my style, but I loved that record. Julian. Yo, so I was a little heartbroken because Rip Trevor. But how you feel? Oh, yeah, about the new Black Dahlia singer. So I don't think he necessarily does a bad job, but I'll tell you why I don't like him. Because the Black Dahlia Murder, I did get to see them a couple times, but the last time I saw them, they came, and I've never been a huge like fan personally, but I had many friends that were. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go to the show. So they played in Wichita, and what's his name? The dude who was their lead guitarist who ended up he was one of the guitarists. I don't know if he's the lead or rhythm. I can't remember, but the guy who ended up taking over vocals now, he was making some really uncomfortable advances towards my cousin's wife, and he was kind of a fucking asshole. Trevor was really cool, but ever since then, I was like, I can't support this band. Not that I really did before, but especially moving forward, like fuck that guy. But Trevor definitely was a super down to earth guy, and even though I wasn't a huge fan of Black Dahlia on a personal level, I still, very much appreciate his talent and that the fact that he was a really like chill dude. So rest in peace, Trevor, for sure. But yeah, I think his name's Ryan something. Let me double check that. Make sure I'm talking about the right guy. Or maybe it's Brian. Or no, Ryan. Hold up. I think it's Ryan Knight. No, maybe it is Brian. Shit, dude. I'm sorry. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, it's Brian Knight. It's the dude who took over on vocals. Yeah, he's a fucking douchebag. So sorry, bros. Sorry for that. Yeah, I had to like I wanted to double check so that way I'm not like just talking shit and you know what I mean. Hey, guten Morgen, Rainbow. Welcome. Not gonna lie, this has been a wild ass stream. So if you do end up going back and rewatching it, we've had a fucking laugh, bro. Yes, lobster. Yes, Leviathan lobster cult with spinal fluid treats. Yeah, it was unfortunate, man. Yeah, toxic, not the toxic band, dude. Yeah, he was well, and he's like quite a bit older. We were pretty young at the time too, like not underaged, but I think Alexis was like early 20s, like maybe 20 or 21. And yeah, and it was obvious that like him, like her and my cousin were together, and like he was just a fucking douche. I remember he like said some weird shit, like he was trying to get her to come back to their bus and shit. And I was like, fuck that. I was like, do not go back there with him, dude. I was telling my cousin, I was just like, dude, fuck this guy. Yeah, we don't play that shit. Take down the CEO of Pepsi. Yes. I don't know who the CEO of Pepsi is, but the lobsters will come for them unless they meet our demands. What do you think about As I Lay Dying's drama? Bro. It sucks because I really thought they were on like a good arc when Tim got out of prison and they put out they put out at least one song. I can't remember if they for sure put out a record after that, but because I didn't keep up like super hard. I was never that into As I Lay Dying, but I could appreciate some of their music. And I thought it was kind of like a road to redemption kind of story. And then you see all this shit come out about thanks, Julian. That's fucking hilarious. Oh man. But yeah, I thought he was gonna do better, but it just seems like he's still pretty toxic and fucked up. And it is what it is, bro. I mean, no one wants to work with him. And now I think the label, for the sake of the brand and for money, is trying to keep the project alive by just filling in members. But even the fill-in members are quitting. So it's just, yeah, as I stay lying pretty much, bro. Or should be left lying, I guess, at this point. Like, fuck. Yeah, as far as like metal, like community stuff or just like drama, especially with like older bands, like I'm pretty well tapped into that still. Like I could tell you a decent amount. I just need the questions. Oh yeah. You've had your fair share of unfortunate encounters with being in the local metal scene. To get promoted to get or did get promoted to get in the band van and I had the switchblade ready. Holy shit. Yeah, bro, I would have the switchblade ready too. Like that's fucking god, that's so fucking scummy. Especially if you were younger too. Like god. I'm not gonna lie, I've met some absolutely incredible people through metal, like especially touring bands and stuff. It is not necessarily always the norm for them to be like super fucking creepy and weird, but there are definitely some for sure. Ugh. Having been in the metal scene for, my god, a long time, not as much these days, but definitely like for me personally, my local scene, it was like 2009 to like 14 or 15 hard. And again, met some amazing people, but also saw some super fucked up shit. So, no bueno. Little Flower is the goat. I wish you all the spinal fluid treats. Bro, fuck yeah. OTEP is insane, bro. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed OTEP's older stuff. I think she's a really talented lyricist and poet. Um, her screams are kind of studio bullshit though, unfortunately. But yeah, as a person, she's just a little too fucking crazy. I can't really get behind her. But it's funny, we did actually drive to Lawrence, which is like 2.5, 3 hours away when I remember we rode with a friend of mine's parents who was taking us to see OTEP, and we got there and the venue was completely sold out, like packed to the gills. So I almost saw her in 2009, but it did not happen. I have met lovely people. Trust, I am simply a woman. That is fair. That is very fair. A chick that plays drums too. That's badass, bro. Hell yeah. Side channel metal lore win. I mean, fuck, I don't know how I would like set it up, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I would be down for that. I would super be down for that. Making sure I have my playlist going now. Rainbow I used to sing in a band, pardon me, when I was younger. And as a 5 foot female, people got ideas, but so did my boots. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm just not about like it's one thing if you're gonna like hit on a chick like respectfully or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you got to be able to like read the signs, but you know what I mean? If you're just gonna be a creepy like douchebag, like that's not fucking okay. And especially if you're gonna fucking grope chicks in the crowd, that's not fucking cool. I've swung on people for that shit. That shit is not okay. Most of their fame and fortune go to their heads, but Bon Jovi put his to good use. Yeah, a little bit before my time, never a huge Bon Jovi fan. But I mean, he always seemed to be a pretty genuine dude from what I could tell. I don't know if any of his like like I don't know if he has any controversies or anything like that, but yeah, no, I do know that he's practically deaf now, unfortunately, though, and he's still playing shows and shit, which is wild. But I mean, hey, I understand though, being on stage and feeling your craft, bro. I get it. That little flower, I'm just a girl, and then pulls out a switchblade. I love that. Get 'em, Rainbow. Fuck yeah. Wayne, hi, I'm just gonna sit back for a listen. I'm just popular. I am just popular music. That's all good, Wayne. I mean, it's whatever you enjoy, man. You know, Rainbow, crazy beats big, and I'm definitely not big. Hey, you got to compensate somehow. Am I right? Kick him in the head, bro. Little flower, Rainbow. You know what's up? Always still go to shows with stompers, pit pushers. I'm completely double jointed. You're getting punted. Hell yeah. Shout out to the artists who stopped the show to call out creeps. That's facts. Big facts. As far as I know, Cody Bon Jovi has no controversies. Hell yeah, that's good shit. Rainbow, yes, Flower. I'm hypermobile too. Double jointed and new rocks is our band name. That's dope. Hell yeah. It's funny because like I guess like for the longest time I never really got into like how much I was into metal like on the channel or anything, but I would love to do like a bridge off. I just don't know what I would get into. I've got a lot of stories from back in the day. Not so many that I think I could make like an infinite channel with, but I definitely have a few. Lorb's New Rocks. New Rocks appeases the Lorb. Julian, last festival I went to was LTL. I got to see Gojira, so fire. They played Saira or Kaira, maybe. I'm not sure. Love the metal. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, the last I haven't been to a festival in a while. Man, let me think. I think the last festival I might have went to was Warp Tour 2013 or 14. Whatever was the second to last year they did it, because I remember the last year they did it, the lineup for me just wasn't worth the money. But that one was badass. I got to see like Bring to the Horizon. Um, Falling in Reverse, I caught a little bit. I was I'm still a really big Volumes fan. Um, saw Volumes. Actually, Born of Osiris is playing right now. I'm listening to Born of Osiris. That was also when they split with, or around the time they split with Jason Richardson after the Discovery. What was interesting is Born of Osiris and Chelsea Grin had competing time slots, and he was in Chelsea Grin at that time after he left Born of Osiris. Jason Richardson was, and I love Chelsea Grin as well. So I remember I split the time so I could see both of them. There's definitely a few others that I'm not remembering off the top of my head that I saw, but that was probably the last like festival I went to. But I've been to a lot of, I mean, I've been to a fucking shitload of concerts in my life. I'm not going to lie. Besides the ones that I played, I've probably been to like 100, I want to say at least 100 plus shows. But yeah, I've seen a lot of bands, man, for sure. I am tiny and underestimated too, Rainbow. Also sick name. Hell yeah. Community, I got to see 36 Mafia there too, big mosh pit. I mean, that would be pretty dope, like as far as rap goes. But it always cracks me up that there's mosh pits at rap shows. Like to me, that makes no sense. But I mean, as long as people are having fun, fuck it. Motorhead in the 90s, and they've been my band. They were created in the year of my birth, 1975. Hell yeah, Mark. That's what's up. Again, a little before my time, but hey, man, I appreciate it. Love what you love. Not Jeffree Star at Warp Tour. Oh shit. Nah, I never saw Jeffree Star at Warp Tour. If he was there, I didn't fucking know. Yeah, Born of Osiris. I've seen them twice. I saw them on their New Rain tour, and then before that was the Warp Tour I'm talking about. Chelsea Grin. I I have been in a blunt rotation with original Chelsea Grin. I'll just say it right now. Back in the day, when they were on tour for Desolation of Eden. It's fucking awesome. It was their original lineup. Actually, they came through with Attila and Oceano and a few other bands, and it was fucking awesome. Great time. Little Flower Vagabond taste approved. The lobster approves. Yeah, man. From the scene, I've definitely got some stories for sure. So as far as new bands go, anybody like Volbeat? I've seen Volbeat. I actually saw them at, I don't know if they still do this one anymore, but it was called KC Rock Fest. It was the biggest one day rock festival in the US. And there we go. And yeah, I saw them there. I saw a lot of bands there. I saw Trivium, Shinedown, Five Finger Death Punch, and there was a bunch of others, like a lot of smaller bands. There was Chevelle. It was a whole day worth. It was crazy. They broke the record that year. I think there was like 70,000 people there. Yeah, it was nuts. Dang man came for the mystery, stayed for the archives. Fuck yeah. I love that. Little Flower Vagabond. Cursed interview with that ginger guy, Andy and Onision. Oh, dude, are you talking about Brian Stars? That dude's fucking crash out is legendary. Yeah, look, well, so is Onision's. They're both fucked in the head, dude. Yeah. I was never a fan of Onision. I do have to say I definitely watched Brian Starr's interviews back in the day though. Just because they were super popular and obviously he was getting all the good interviews with bands and stuff. So I definitely watched a few. I wasn't like a big fan of his, but yeah, both of those dudes are fucked. Volbeat is good. Hell yeah. They're not bad. It's not something I listen to every day, but like if they came on, I wouldn't mind. All right. I saw them at Incarceration. They played good. Not my jam though. I feel you for sure. Yeah, like I don't know. I tend to like newer, like heavier, or not newer, but like heavier bands. Especially these days. But like, I like I mean, there's definitely some that I grew up that were major influences. Like one, and I'm very lucky I got to see them on my 21st birthday, which was pretty iconic. Thanks, Dad. But I saw Breaking Benjamin, and that was beautiful. So not gonna lie, bro. I had like, oh god, I had like fucking 10 Bud Lights then, dude. I was trashed. And I was fucking screaming every song. I was like crying and shit. It was the best. Again, we switch leggies. Hi, Nunu. I listen to a lot of metal and other music, even odder bands like Ghoultown. I haven't heard of Ghoultown. Um, I don't really listen to a ton of newer metal now, to be honest with you. There for a good while, it all kind of sounded the same. Um, I'll peep some newer stuff though, like the new Make Them Suffer is pretty good. I recently got into Body Snatcher and they're pretty dope. I've been following their drummer for a good while though. He used to be in King Conquer and he owns a studio as well. Um, oh yeah, good night, Dark. Appreciate you being here, bro. I've had a blast. Yes, praise be the Lord. Um, but yeah, I got to see them a couple months ago. That was actually the last show that I went to. Was Body Snatcher. God, who else played there that night? That's who I mostly went for. Oh, there is a newer band. Well, I guess they're not really super new. I think they've been active since like 2013, but they're called Distant. They're a Dutch metal or a Dutch deathcore band, and they're fucking crazy. I would highly recommend checking them out. Super good. They just dropped a new record too not too long ago, and it's super good. Currents, I've definitely heard of them. I'm not super familiar though, but I would be more than happy to check them out. Breaking Benjamin six time. Divorced dad rock will never lose the vice grip it has. That's so fucking true, bro. So true. Go off. I love Breaking Benjamin, man. Honestly, if it wasn't for Breaking Benjamin and like old Lincoln Park and maybe like older 3 Days Grace, I might not be the person I am today. So, the singer of Body Snatcher, no shit. He seems like a super chill guy. Yeah, Chris, their drummer, is like stupid good, bro. But I've been following him since he was in King Conquer way back in the day. But that's sick, dude. I don't remember his name, but I have heard he's a super chill guy. Really good vocalist too. Yeah, they put on a great show, man. I loved it. Actually, it's funny. I got their Kill the Parasite. Oh, what is it? God damn it. I know the name of it. Dead Space. It's a Dead Space shirt. Sorry, brain fart there for a second. Yeah, I got that at the show and it was badass. Ghoultown is cowboy heavy metal. Really? A lot of European bands like Skyforger, or Latvian folk metal. That's dope. What's the name again? Are you talking about Distant? The one I was talking about? Starset did a song featuring Breaking Benjamin a while back, Waiting for the Sky to Change. Absolute bop. I've heard of Starset. I've never seen him, though. Life is okay as long as I have Gent. Bro, that's facts. Yeah, Kyle. Got you. He's a chill dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, he seems like a pretty chill guy. Like I said, they put on a really good show, too. They were super chill. It was good. So good. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some bands that have just blown my mind, bro, for sure. Ice Nine Kills, love their horror movie themes. I definitely I've seen Ice Nine Kills a couple of times. Um, it's one of those bands I never really got super into, but like I definitely can appreciate their music and their theatrics. I think they do a banger ass job. Loves the Gent, yes. Yeah, dude, I fucking love me some Gent too, bro. Mark, but if anyone wants to talk about music on Discord, ask for me. I can dig up bands from Europe that'll make your head spin. Hell yeah, Mark, for sure, bro. Pardon me. Star said I saw a while back a few years ago. Big 1984 vibes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of Stars. Like, I think I've heard of them, but I'm not so sure. Pardon me, I've ever really listened to them. Every song has a different style, and Dustin can pull off every last one of them. Hell yeah. And that shit's not easy to do, bro. So good for him for sure. My Demons is one you've probably heard before. It's definitely possible. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking into it more so after this chat ends here in a few. There's a gent meme where a company sells a gent guitar. It's like 3 frets and it's the size of your hand. That's hilarious. I remember there for a while, the thing was they were making memes out of was the gent stick. It was just like one, it was just like the lowest string. Yeah, my last band, we played in drop G sharp. And then my band before that, I believe we played in drop A. And yeah, and Proper Burial was 7 strings, and then Philly was the Philadelphia Experiment was 8 strings. I cackled. And Human Scum by Distant is a bop. Hell yeah, bro. What is it? To Skew Me? Is that what the one that they just put out? It's got kind of a weird name, so bear with me. I think it's like a Japanese. It's they have like folklore records or like lore records rather. Yeah, I think it's Tuskumi the Undying. Absolute banger record. I fuck with it hard. Hell yeah. No, one of the good newer American bands is High on Fire. Yeah, I haven't heard of them either. I guess I don't really I'm not like that dialed in, I guess, to more like mainstream, but I mean, that's what's up, Mark. Julian dropped G sharp, bro, dropping all the way back to the Ming Dynasty. It was pretty heavy, dude. Not gonna lie, it was pretty nasty. This is what you get when you still play with matches. Hell yeah. Yeah, Tuskiomi. Yeah. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but yes. Tuskuyomi. It's Japanese. I dabble in okay, that makes perfect sense. It's funny because the vocalist for Distant is this little dude with tattoos. And I remember he was wearing a Magic the Gathering shirt, which makes so much sense now. And I saw him. There was another band that was playing, an opening band, and he like walked over and he looked at the vocalist and he was just like, he like waved at him. And when they played, dude, I was just like, this is nuts. Like, he's a fantastic vocalist, amazing band all around, but holy shit, dude, their drummer is fucking on one. Hey, what's up, Space Jesus? Good morning, my friend. The stream is it's almost over really, but just because I've been on for so long and I have to do other stuff. But yes, Dystopia hits hard as shit too. Hell yeah. Oh, facts, Dark Ray, for sure. We are worshiping lobsters and taking spinal fluid treats. You are not wrong. Oh, well, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. There's a Japanese heavy metal band, Ninjutsu, which means human chair, who is damn good. That's brutal. That's dope. Hell yeah. I need to check them out. Oh, not the Discord link. I'm trying to post lobsters. I might have to just send it. Sorry. That is the Discord link if anyone would like to join. But what I'm trying to do is send. No, don't copy image, just copy text. Yes, there we go. Hell yeah. Shit. Man, damn, it's been 2.5 hours. Yeah, I still got to go work out and work on the new video and stuff. But man, it's been an absolute blast, dude. This this stream has been fucking legendary. And to think I almost didn't do it either. I found my religion in the mystery archives chat. Praise be the Lord. But yeah, guys, this has been an absolute blast. Again, you should definitely join the Discord if you haven't already. I try to be semi-active in there. And I will definitely think about a metal spinoff. Again, I don't know totally what I would get into, but I don't know. I'll think about it for sure. But I appreciate you guys so much more than you know. Again, this has probably been my favorite stream I've ever done. So this has been fucking incredible. Tell your stories. For sure, bro. For sure. Like I said, I have quite a few, so I'd have to just really think back and like write them out and stuff. So try making a music thread on Discord to post YouTube music videos. I think we have one, Mark, but I'll double check. I'll double check with the mod and drop all sorts of weird stuff. Hell yeah. For sure, bro. For sure. But hey, I love you guys. Again, I'll be in the Discord. I'm basically just hopping off here. I'm gonna go work out for a little bit, so I'll still be texting and stuff. So, but I appreciate you guys so fucking much. You have no idea. Enjoy all of the spinal fluid treats. That shirt is going to become a reality. I promise you. Little Flower, Julian, M. Kelly, Dark Rays, all you guys, Dragon. You've all been real ones, man. If I miss you, I apologize, but just yeah, you guys have been the shit tonight. So I appreciate you very much. And yeah, we'll do it again sometime. And there'll be a new video. Obviously, not this laid back, fun one, a fun type of mood, but more of my normal serious stuff coming soon. So yeah, love you guys and thank you so much. Praise be the Lord. Enjoy the spinal fluid treats. Peace.